All right, for this little project, we will need a size G crochet hook, a little yarn needle for stitching our cookie together, a little pair of scissors, and then we'll need black to make our cookie, and then we'll need another little color to make our filling. So you can do whatever colors you like. You don't have to use black. You could make the little yellow cookies. I don't remember what they're called, but they have the birthday cake flavor and they come out at Easter too. So whatever colors you want. Today I'm going to make mine the Christmas Oreo that is black with the red filling. So I've got my black for my cookie and my red for my filling. So to start out, we're going to do a magic circle. And I'm just going to lock my circle. Now I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to do 11 double crochets in this magic circle, and my chain 3 is going to count as 1. So altogether it'll be like I have 12 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And now plus my beginning chain 3, it's like 12 double crochets. So now I'm going to pull my magic circle closed, and then I'm going to slip stitch on the top of my little chain 3 right here to close up my circle. Now I'm going to chain 1 and do 2 single crochets in that same place where I just joined, so at the top of my chain 3. And then I'm going to do 2 single crochets in every double crochet around my circle. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and grab the tail end of my magic circle. Just give it another little tug, make sure it's all the way closed up. And I'm going to stitch over the top of it to cover it up, to just kind of secure it. So I'm just going to crochet on top of that while I'm doing 2 single crochets in every stitch around. So when I'm finished, I will have 24 little single crochets. So when I was looking at the different colors that Oreos come in, like for the holidays, I was so amazed to see all of the different flavors they come in. So there's like, of course, peanut butter. I think there's a s'mores, there's a red velvet. That would be really beautiful to make for Christmas. I think you would need like a burgundy, like dark red color for the cookie part, and then just white for the filling. And there are just so many other colors, and for all the different flavors, it's amazing. They have pretty ones, yeah, for Easter and of course for Halloween and everything. It's so cool. So you could really have fun with these. And now once you've got 24 all the way around, let's see, I was talking, so let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, yep. 2 more. Oh yeah, right there. Here's 23 and 24. Now we are going to slip stitch into our very first single crochet there. And then what I'm going to do is pull this yarn out. I'm going to cut it kind of long because we're going to use that to stitch our cookie together. So I'm just gonna, not too long, I'd say it's like 12 inches maybe. And then I'm going to cut this piece that is from my magic circle because I think I've stitched over it enough so it's nice and secure. So now, let me show you. There's actually 2 different ways that you can sew your cookie together, and I have them both here. So let me show you. It really doesn't matter how you want to do it. First you need to repeat this 2 more times so that you have the filling for your cookie and the bottom of your cookie, okay? So once you have 3 circles, then we're ready to stitch. Okay, so now let's take a look at the 2 different ways that you can sew these together. So the first way is by layering your cookie and then running your little needle through the like the top little stitches of your single crochet, you know what I mean? So the top of it, the place where your single crochet has a little loop on the top with like 2 little strings. Let me make sure you know what I'm talking about. So these little 2 ones right here. So you can go through these, through all 3 layers, of course, down and then up and then down and then up. Or you can sew it by going up and down this part. It's kind of like a little hole that's left under the 2 single crochets, which is the top of your double crochet, but I think it makes a pretty little perforated edge. You can see like where there's little perfect little places for you to run your needle through. So you could do that, or you could run it through the tops. Either way. So let's see, this is a cookie where I've gone through the holes under the single crochet. So it just gives like a little more movement and separability right there. Separating ability, I don't know. And this is where I've gone through just these loops. And you can see this part doesn't separate out as much. So either way, whichever way you want to sew, you just sew your cookie together. And let's see, I think I will go, well, I like the way it looks through the little holes under the single crochet. I think it's pretty. But first I've got to bring this yarn over here. Okay. So I'm going to go down through the little hole where the single crochets are, and down through the second layer and down through the third layer. And just make sure that your cookie, your top has the pretty side up and then the bottom has the pretty side out too. You know what I mean? You don't want to show the opposite side of your crochet. You want your cookie to look pretty, whether it is right side up or upside down. And of course, for the middle, it doesn't matter which way it goes because it's going to be sandwiched in between and all you're going to see is the edges. So we're just going to work our way all the way around our cookie, and I'm just going up and down through the little holes under the single crochets. But really, once you're all finished, I mean, you could even get wild and just stitch it all over and go crazy because you can see, maybe you can see, I know this is really dark, but you really can't see your stitches where you sew your cookie together. They are all blended in. So no matter how you sew your cookie, it's going to look delicious.
Soon Santa will be here, the same as every year. Everyone wants home for Christmas. No matter if it's near or far.
And once you've sewn your cookie all the way around and it's nice and secure, you just want to take your yarn and just tuck it under and pull it up somewhere so that you can snip it. And that is all. You've got a delicious looking Oreo cookie that you could make an ornament out of for that Oreo cookie lover in your life. You could also put it on the top of a present to look like a little present topper. That would be cute, right? Or you could just put it on a plate for a little party or out to decorate your house for the holidays. Yeah.
Yeah.